there are three types of industry. The first thing is called the primary industry, the second is secondary industry, and the third one is tertiary industry. Your investments are also being maintained and managed by banks. So you are supposed to contact your bank and then they will give you more clarity on it. Bank offer what service like the electronic fund transfer and credit debit cards to facilitate transaction. Branch banking, that is, there will be one bank and it will have a lot of branches. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Vidhyaashram from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the first session of the first unit that is all about the introduction of banking. Now, why banking is very important in day-to-day life. Now, please do understand that why the word bank came to existence. Why many people like me and you are dependent upon bank. There is nothing like nobody doesn't have a bank account. Now we made a Guinness World Record of opening the bank account in the entire world, and that credit goes to Sri Narendra Modi ji. Now here, when we go with the introduction of banking, let me just tell you, banking is a financial service. So whenever we talk about the industries, right, there are three types of industry. The first thing is called the primary industry, the second is secondary industry, and the third one is tertiary industry. Banking comes under the tertiary industry. Now please do understand the word tertiary, they give services. So here, what type of industry banking is there? Banking is into service industry. Now, what type of service does banking is provided? That is the financial service. And what exactly they deal with? They deal with accepting the money, depositing the money, lending the money, right? So it is all about what? Money and money's worth. Now in the next classes, I'll be teaching you what exactly is the money's worth and how banking has helped to go with the revolutionizing the liquidity of the cash inflow and the cash outflow. Now here, if we understand, banking is what? It's a financial service. And what exactly it deals with? It deals with the acceptance, lending and safeguard of money. See the word here, safeguard. That is the main reason how bank started to evolve, right? So when we went with these ages or the stages of life, now particularly when you become adult, say 18 plus, right? And what exactly you need to have is a bank account. So the same way, if you go with it, many of the people, they already have opened a bank account for their children. Reason, there is a safety. So why banks are used? Because they are what? The safeguarding of what? The money. So bank plays a crucial role in the economy. So how bank gonna play a crucial role in the economy? Please do understand that. If you keep 1 lakh in your home, and after 50 days, if you go back and check, it is again 1 lakh. But if you keep that 1 lakh in a bank, and there are a lot of different accounts, say you have saving account, current account, fixed deposit, recurring deposit, there are so many accounts, right? So example, if I'm just giving you the same amount, you keep it in the bank, after 50 days, it is more. The thing is, the banks are giving you what? Interest. So this is how the economy is also developing. Why? Because individual is growing. So what will happen? He will actually go for more purchases. So more purchases in the sense, the more productivity will happen. The more productivity will be there, the more sales will happen. The more sales is there. So what is coming? The income is within the country. So that is the reason we go with the banking system. Now here, banks play a crucial role in the economy by providing what? Financial service. I told you about it, right? It is all about tertiary services to individuals, business and government. So till now I just spoke about the individuals. Let's understand more about the business. Now, as I told you, there are different types of account. We have saving account, current account, See, this business, they deal with current account. Reason, the transactions are legal. Now there is a transparency in the transaction. So that's the reason business uses a different type of account that is called current account. And let me tell you, in current account, we don't get interest. So any business people who start opening a current account and they do transactions, they'll not get interest. So this is a key point which you are supposed to know. As well as even the government. See, the banks are helping not only individual, not only business, but also what? The government. So the primary function, what is the function of bank? If anybody asks you a question, you are supposed to say, the primary function of bank is to accept deposits from customers and use those deposits to make loan to other customers. See, bank, they don't have money, right? So whenever anybody starts a kind of a banking setup, now initially they'll have less amount, right? So how is that those people gonna give more loan? Where does that money comes from? So that money comes from the customers. So the more the customers that bank have, the more credibility of the bank will be more. That's why, see, the banks, like you have SBI, right? So it is run by the government, but if you try to understand how many customers are there, so many people trust SBI because of the genuine customers SBI have. But yes, we also have so many things that's the scam which the business tycoons have done. But still what happens here is the banks will provide loan to other businesses. They'll not see that, okay, somebody has made a fraud, so we will not give the loan to anybody. They will not do that. Reason is it is eternal. It keeps on going. So here bank will take money from customers, and then what is that they're gonna do? They're gonna give loan to other customers. So the loan amount which the bank is giving to somebody, they'll charge more interest, and the money which we have deposited will get less interest. So that is how the bank is running, and they are doing this primary function. Bank also offer variety of other services. What are the services bank does have, right? When I say other services, please understand this. The other services are like including checking the saving account, credit cards, and investment products. So they're gonna give you so many other benefits. And now in 21st century, if you understand, right, we have the plastic money, we have the credit card, debit card, we have e-banking, we have mobile banking, and there are so many other types of banking, right? So these are the next service level which was increased after the pandemic, or also after the 20th century was done and we went to the 21st century, and this is what the revolutionizing the banking services. Next is, what is the meaning and definition of banking? If we understand this banking meaning, please understand, banking is term used to describe the process of managing money and financial transactions. So who will do that? The bank's gonna do it. That is, they'll manage the money as well as financial transaction. It involves a wide range of activities. What are the activities? It includes accepting deposit, making loans, providing financial service, and managing investments. So even your investments are also being maintained and managed by banks. So you are supposed to contact your bank, and then they will give you more clarity on it. Banks are typically regulated by government agencies. So when I say government agency, I'll tell you what exactly those agencies are. To ensure that they operate in a safe and sound manner. See, anybody can cheat anybody, right? So there should be a regulator. So who's the regulator for all the banks? That is the RBI. And here, whatever the RBI tells the bank need to do the same. Here the regulatory body RBI, again it is what? It is a type of institute which operates for the public, right? For the safety of the public, for the safety of the nation, for the safety of economy. So what RBI says, that is what the bank need to do it, so that no customer should be cheated. That's the main aim of this regulatory bodies. And here if you go with it, as I said, safe and sound manner, and to protect customer from what? From fraud and abuse. There are umpteen number of examples which I can give it to you where customers have been cheated. But why customers have been cheated? It's the negligence of customers. That's the reason here, students. We need to know what is bank, what is banking system, what is RBI, and how we should not get cheated. If we understand that, everything will be normal. The primary function of bank, as I told you, is the acceptance of the deposit and the funds to make loan to other customer, as I have told you earlier also. So this is the primary function. So what is the need of banking? See, after taking so long, if I ask you a question, please tell me the need of banking, then you will be able to understand. The need is very simple, so that our money is secured, so that we will not go for any trap, and these are the needs of banking. So the first one, if you go with it, deposit and savings. Second is payment services. Third is loan and credit. See here, deposit and saving, if you go with it, people need to have a safe place. Why? To deposit and save their money. So they can't save it in their house. There is not more security, right? You need to be in your home so that you will have that fear that anybody can come and rob me. But if you keep it in the bank, there is somebody who's gonna guard it. Payment and services, that is, individuals and business required a reliable method for making payment. So bank offer what service like the electronic fund transfer and credit debit cards to facilitate transaction. So many individuals and business need financial assistance through loan and credit facility for various purposes, such as buying a home. See, you would have seen that your parents or your relatives or your friends, or you would have heard or overheard saying that I need to take a bank loan and then I will start constructing house. So why will the bank give loan to those people? Please understand. That's the real necessity of bank. I don't have money, but I need to do something. What will I do? I'll go to the bank, take a loan, and then start something. So that's the reason we need what? For the loan and credits, we need bank. The next one, if we go with the same kind of a thing, because it's a 10 marks question, investment opportunity. Say, customers seek opportunity to grow their wealth through investment. See, there was a place where they used to always talk about how to double the money. And there is a place where people say how to earn money. And also there is a place that I can't earn money. So here I have given you three examples of three places, right? The first place is how to double the money. If you need to double your money, right? If you need to make more asset, the first thing what you are supposed to do is investment. Investment. Now, where will you invest? You should always invest on assets. Now, you should never invest on liability. You should always invest on what? Assets. Then what will happen? You will always double your money. I told you the second place where people will earn money, right? So there is a saying, right? If you be an employee, you will only earn money. You cannot double it. You can only go for your livelihood. So here, when you go with earning, if you go with only earning, right, you can have your livelihood. The last one is, I don't know how to earn, how to do it. So that is a problem where I don't want any of my students to be there. So here, bank provide access to the range of investment, product like mutual fund, stocks and bonds. So here I'm not telling you that if you invest in mutual fund, stocks, or if you go with the bonds, it can be the government bonds, you will have the double of your money. I'm not telling you that there is a doubling of money. So I'm not telling you that. I am not telling you that you need to go and invest in stock market also. I'm just telling you how rich people are getting is through investments. So investment is the main reason of Warren Buffett to be in the top, can be Amazon Jeff Bezos to be in the top, or Reliance Mukesh Ambani to be in the top. Or we also had a person called Indian Warren Buffett, that is Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, who's also a person who invested majority in the stocks and he became the Karodopati. Now he's not there, but now this is the real part. His no more, but his wife is earning just because what he invested before. So these are the things which you need to understand. Financial planning and advisory. Now, who will give you better advice? Exactly right. That is a bank. Bank gonna give you what? A proper advisory. Now, individuals often require financial advice and planning services to manage their wealth effectively. So, who gonna give it? That is a bank. So, international transactions, if you go with it, in an increasingly globalized world, business and individuals engage in the international transactions. So, two countries or three countries or five countries or different countries, if they need to go with the transaction, they depend majority on the bank. Reason is bank gives an assurance. So that's the reason we go with banking, that is international transactions. So you have this EXIM, EXIM, export import. So any export import business is done within the country. If I say that our country gonna export to Japan or we import from Japan, so what happens? There should be a transaction, and that transaction will be given by whom? By the bank system. So that is the reason we need banking. So the next is risk management. See, I'm not taking all the risk, whether that person gonna pay me or not. So I'm sharing my risk with whom? With the bank. So bank gonna take that risk to themselves and then the transaction gonna happen. So businesses and individuals face various financial risks. Bank offer insurance of the product, derivatives and risk management service to help mitigate these risks. So I'm actually giving my risk to whom? To the bank itself. Electronic banking, and nowadays we have what? E-banking. So with the rise of technology and people need convenient access to their account, bank provide online and mobile banking service, enabling customers to manage their financial remotely. Now please understand, earlier what used to happen is like we used to go to the bank, wait for the bank, but here it is not like that. Now it is all electronical. Wherever I'm sitting, I can access my banking system. So that is what the need of bank. Next is importance of banking. Now I'll tell you the very important topic, that is the importance of banking. Why banking is very important. First, financial stability. Second is economic growth. If you go with financial stability, banking institutions contribute to overall financial stability of individual and the economy by providing what? Secure place. See, that's why it was called what? Security, right? To safeguard the money, that's the reason we have banking. For saving and offering financial product that promotes stability. So next is economic growth. How economy will grow. Bank play a pivotal role in the economic development by providing loan to businesses. When they get loan to businesses or when the business get loan from the bank, they can do so many things, right? So which in turn stimulate economic activities like job creation and innovation. That is innovation, people gonna come for it. Payment system efficiency. The efficient payment system offered by bank facilitates smooth transactions. See, now we have a lot of payment gates. Why these payment gates are there? So that the accessibility is very comfortable, right? So that's the reason we need the banking, and this is the main important topic, that is the payment system efficiency. Now capital formation, how capital is formed. So bank mobilize savings and channel them into productive investment, fostering capital formation and economic growth. There is a growth, so what will happen? the capital formation will be there. So risk management, I have already told you about it. That is, we're gonna give our risk to whom? To the bank. Wealth management. Now your portfolio is there maintained by the bank, and then the wealth management and wealth maximization will also take place. Financial inclusion. Bank plays a crucial role in promoting financial inclusion by offering service to diverse range of customer. There are a lot of different types of customer. So bank gonna give financial inclusion. So next is classification of bank. Now here I'll be talking more about what are the types of bank we have. We have commercial bank. All of you know what exactly a commercial bank is. Now here in commercial bank, what happens? Again, the deposit takes place, again lending takes place, the loan is given, you have your debit card, credit card, you have all the activities as a normal bank. Investment industrial bank, here it is all about what? Industries only. Cooperatives banks, now a lot of different people gonna come and they'll pool money and then they'll make this cooperative bank and they will use it to their benefits. Land development banks, now again here itself the bank, what exactly they do for the development of what? Land. Exchange bank, central bank and saving bank. Next, if we go with the same kind of a thing, that is, we also have banking systems. What are the different types of banking system in India or abroad if you go with it? Branch banking, that is, there will be one bank and it will have a lot of branches. You have this SBI, right? One head office will be there and so many other different branches. Unit banking, only one type of a bank, right? Next, group banking, there are different banks which will be together and they're gonna perform group bank. Chain banking, mixed banking, narrow banking, universal banking, offshore banking. Now offshore banking in the sense out of the country. So these are the banking system which is used. Next is banks type, and when we go with this, bank types of lending, how banks will lend. The first is retail lending, corporate lending, agriculture. So all the farmers, whoever comes, right, they come for in this category and that is called agricultural lending. Next is we have priority sector lending. Now they give priority to the sectors. And the last one is what? Infrastructure lending. For the development of infrastructure, the banking actually provides. So it is called infrastructural lending. So next topic is, this is again a 15 marks question or a 10 marks question. That is history of RBI. Now RBI in 1935, that is the 1st of April, we planned and we started, right? When I say we started, that is in India we started it. So here the Reserve Bank of India was established when? On 1st of April 1935 in accordance with the provision of Reserve Bank of India Act of 1934. So this act came to existence and then we formed RBI. It was established to address the need of central banking. I told you, no, central bank, that is a banker of bank institution in India to regulate the country's monetary and financial system. So RBI is what? A regulatory body. So functions of RBI, you will definitely get a question called as what are the functions of RBI. Now I have listed you few of the things, that is issue of currency, established person or a body which generates or which creates or which issues currency. There is only one answer, that is RBI. Without RBI consent, I or you cannot print notes in our house. So who has the authority? That is the RBI. So RBI has the sole authority here. See, understand, the word is what? Sole authority. Nobody else can print it. To issue currency notes in India. I'm only talking about what? India. It regulates the supply of money in the economy by controlling the issuance of currency. It is not that let everybody have money, right? So everybody will be crorepati. It is not like that. So RBI will know how much they need to print and they'll see the stability and only then they go with printing. Banker to the government. Who's RBI? Banker to whom? To the Government. Whenever government needs anything, who is the person who gonna come to the rescue? That is RBI. Bankers to bank and lenders of last resort. So any bank need money, so whom they are supposed to ask? They will ask the other banks. Say other bank also they don't have money. So whom will they ask? That is why it is called last resort. The last resort is who? The RBI is the last resort. So RBI serves as the banker to bank, and it provides support and assistance to other banks. It acts as a lender of last resort, helping financial institution and times of financial crisis. See, we have three types of emergency: national emergency, state emergency, and financial emergency. India has gone through national emergency as well as state emergency, but we have never come across the financial emergency. So thanks to RBI and thanks to the government, whichever from 1947 till 2024 have gone with the ruling party, they have not made India to go bankrupt. So that is what you are supposed to be very happy of, the system what we have. So any doubt regarding these sessions, please do call us. We are always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.